Hey guys, so we got a trail down here. Was coming off of this side of it'd be a gate entrance. Off the side a little ways there was a low spot under the fence. I noticed that. I dropped a snare on this trail and we got ourselves our first red fox of the season. Seems to be a pretty nice one too. You can tell it wrapped around, dispatched pretty quickly. And anyways, I'll get a close-up on that. Alright guys, and here's a close-up on that red fox. Had it snared right around the neck like we'd want, wrapped around. It was a quick dispatch on that. These snares are a game changer. This part of that line I set out for this last weekend, and producing pretty well, I'd say. Red fox and a coyote snared so far, and not bad for a handful of snares. So anyways guys, I'm pumped. We'll see what else we get today. Alright guys, got our third raccoon at this location. This is crossing from a drive over to cut corn, and I'm using actually some bait. I ran out of cat food on me. I'm using some bait from a buddy of mine named Jim, who actually kind of met me through the YouTube channel. So Jim, your bait's producing. Appreciate it, bud. Got another raccoonie, so we'll get this one dispatched and keep on. It's a fox and a coon so far today. Hey guys, so where we set that oops, sorry about that, live cage for that mink. Sorry, I'm winded, just hauled this out. This is the size of a colony trap, this cage, and it was up into kind of a cubby where it was hard to get to a little bit. He found a way. So you can tell he can barely fit in there. So, we'll probably release this one. But I ain't got time to reset that mink set today, but got us another raccoon. Well guys, my buddy Steven, I had a bet. You see that trail coming there? I knew that was a raccoon trail, but I thought, man, I could put that snare high enough that, a coon wouldn't get into it. So I had it set pretty high, and a big coon, of course, got into it, snared, back hips, but it wasn't meant for a raccoon. So he's good size though. He's already destroyed the trail. We're in a hurry. We're just gonna dispatch him and take him. That snare ring doesn't look too bad though on his back, so maybe it won't be too much damage there. So anyways, big raccoon. Didn't have my snare quite high enough. You were right, Steven. Alright guys, here we got a coyote snared on a fence line. Farmer was having issues. He gave us permission to snare his fence line as required by law in Iowa. And we put in some snares. Got a coyote here. Looks kind of thin on the back, but not mangy per se. So we'll take this as a win, and we'll get this one dispatched. It's well caught right around the neck. We gave it some long cable, so it's just been hanging out. No real mess here. And another coyote on the board. And guys, another raccoon at this location. Again, it's just one of those, I'm driving that route anyways. Might as well keep it here if we're catching. Big raccoon, balled up. We'll get this one dispatched. And checking traps after work, see how it goes. Well guys, a friggin' possum got in this set. Y'all know how that goes, so we'll get this remade and keep on checking. Alright guys, this is the third raccoon today, coming off the edge of a fence line, blind 1.5 set. This trail's pretty well destroyed, but I'm going to try to do a remake up there because I know where they're coming under the fence. And they'll still come under the fence even after with this destroyed. But nice big raccoon here. Like I said, third of the day. 61 degrees. December 1st, it was at least 61 degrees when I got off work, so that's nuts. But you guys see there that Duke Devil Jaw doing its job. So anyways, get this one dispatched and maybe we'll catch something besides raccoons. We'll see. Alright guys, so here's that 1.5 blind set reset. You see here, I moved the grass out of the way. I bed the trap down firm, right? I mean, you want it to be in there nice and firm. I'll usually use both hands and move it back and forth a little bit, but it's a low spot. There's a stick here already. I've left that there. The chain needs to stay off the side, right? And I'll push it down. Alright, this is a quick set. This is already done actually. I mean, I did that in about 10 seconds before I started filming. And then I don't even cover it up with dirt, guys. This blind set trail, usually if you catch a coyote like I did the other day in this set, or an otter, or whatever, they're traveling, right? So they're just wanting to boogie along, and you see there, it's not visible, you know, they're crossing a ditch usually, just coming down, mind their own business, and I'll mound up just in a backing over on this side so they know that the trail's still here naturally. And you can't even see that trap unless I, you know, really get you close. But that's my favorite set, 1.5 blind set. I've taken pretty much, you know, most of the further is taking Iowa on this set. So it's an old set. A lot of guys use it. This ain't nothing new. But my dad taught me when I was younger, and I've just killed fur. I mean, just slayed fur with this set. So anyways, just low spot where you think they're gonna step. Move the grass, bed it firmly, move the grass back over the top. And if I get lazy sometimes like I do, Stephen pointed out when he was down here with me, I won't even move the grass sometimes. I'll just find a low spot and bed it down solid and just throw grass on top. That's just me being lazy though. But anyways, there's that set. Keeping on the line. Well guys, another grinner. We've been catching several raccoon and possums today. I think this warm weather's just got all these critters moving that, you know, that usually would be denned up or hanging out for the winter. And it's just, you know, I mean, it's nice catch, but it's a little discouraging to keep catching the same things. But anyways, just showing you this catch coming out of this culvert off the river, or the creek. Alright guys, I just reached down and pulled him up. He was further on through the brush. Got us a raccoon. You see here though, they got a little smart. We caught a possum here the other day. They made a trail around this trail, okay? And you know, this one might produce for a little while, or they're just gonna go around. So anyways, we did nail another raccoon here, and checking after work and putting out some more sets for this weekend. So gearing up for a decent run going into shotgun season. Be one of the first years I haven't shotgun hunted, just staying kind of close to home and trapping. So anyways, tight chains guys. And here's a closer up look at that raccoon. It's a real good size one. I wondered, that's a new 220. I wondered it was at the end of the thing, but you see there, 220 ends here. You know, a good size one. Alright guys, so you see here, there's a bigger draw down lower over off that direction, and a finger that comes up here. Well, if you watch a lot of coyotes, they'll hunt in pairs, and they'll branch off, and they may even both come to this one spot. But anyways, there's a trail duck under a fence right there, and we plug this in. It'll be, yeah, no, you can see it all right because of the sun, but there's a snare there. This is a good location, primarily a predator trail, because I mean, while deer might cross under that fence, it's highly unlikely. There's deer trails further down the fence. This would be a heck of a spot to get a coyote. So anyways, just showing you that set. Great location. Alright guys, here's a perfect location. A finger comes up to this point. There's a deep culvert down there. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but there's a duck under for that fence. And a trail that winds up, has a couple twists. It's a good coyote spot. Don't ask me how I know. And there I got a number 2 Duke blind set waiting right for him. Now the key thing with these inclines like this is to find a good shelf and make sure even though you see I didn't dig out a hole, that trap is solid. So when that coyote or whatever crosses over that stick right there that was already there, puts that foot down, it's got no choice but to put its full weight, and that trap will be solid enough that it'll kick up and catch that animal. So anyways, that's how you do a blind set on inclines. And you gotta be careful with that. You gotta have a big enough trap that they can't get out. And you gotta be staked very well, okay? Because if you're not, you're gonna lose that animal, which happens frequently. But you see there, that's why I put a number 2 here. And I got a pogo anchored down deep. So anyways, there's that set. We'll keep on the line, and this crosses to another draw on the other side. Well guys, you see this crossover here? I set that a while back. It's a 1.5 foot hold. And we got our second coyote in a 1.5. That'd be my, I think, 5th coyote so far. You know, these duck under trails are lights out. Usually, you know, if I'm anticipating a coyote, it'll go a little bigger than a 1.5, like a 1 3/4 or 2. But I had a 1.5. I put it in. We got us a nice coyote. Pretty excited about this. That's a well-furred, good-sized coyote. He ain't happy to see us. We'll get down here a little closer and check him out. He's caught deep too. He wasn't going nowhere. Wasn't going anywhere. Didn't go 20, as they say. So get him dispatched and keep on. Well guys, one well-placed shot, and about 20 seconds later, if that, we got us a nice dispatched coyote. You see here how deep a catch I had on that one. That wasn't going anywhere. And again, that wasn't buried under dirt. These blind sets are different than dirt holes. I mean, it don't hurt to cover them up in dirt, I don't believe, you know, if you got the time. But as many of them as I put out, I don't have the time to do that. So we got us a nice coyote. Real excited about that. And yeah, we'll keep moving on. Alright guys, we had that coyote earlier. I'm at a walk-in location. Got us a nice bobcat. I mean, he's not colored great, but it's a nice, I believe it's a tom. I haven't gotten a great look yet, but Bridger number 2, dirt hole, running Bass Brothers baits and lures. I'm trying to remember which one I put in this. Can't remember offhand. I'll have to look at my notes. But anyways, guys, nice cat, good size. We're pretty pumped this morning. Been a productive day. And, you know, you just can't ask for any better of a day. It got a little cold last night, and I went and, you know, kind of looked over my sets and made sure I had a bunch of stuff working. Shotgun season starts tomorrow here in Iowa, and so I want to make, you know, capitalize while I could, and we did, you know, so we're pretty pumped about this day. I hope you guys are enjoying the footage. This was just a standard dirt hole, no flagging, no nothing. Second cat that way this year, so 5 coyotes, 2 cats, 1 red fox. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. I'll show you a quick video of the cat close up. Hey guys, so there's a turtle swimming right here. Oh well, you guys can see him. He swam right up to me. Looks like a painted turtle. There he is. Painted turtle swam right up to me. He doesn't even know I'm here yet. While I'm checking, pulling a couple traps. So, thought that was kind of cool. There he goes. Alright guys, here's a close-up on that cat after dispatch, and I took the trap off. Nothing fancy, it's just an Iowa cat. You know, nothing too crazy. The stripes aren't great. That's alright. We'll take it. Cat number 2.